knowing versus doing.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to the Hopefulist. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily dose of inspiration and positivity. Starting out with the quote of the day. Common sense doesn't always equal common practice. That's right. I love that. So true. Common sense doesn't always equal common practice. We're going to get into that a little bit in the topic today. So a funny, amazing, crazy story for you. As I was perusing Facebook the one day, I saw this woman who was selling driftwood American flags. It's gorgeous. Love it. Love, love, love it. So I made arrangements with her to go pick it up yesterday. And I will post a picture of it. It's so cool. And I can't wait to find a spot for it. So I go to her house yesterday. And as I'm driving there, I'm listening to a playlist on my phone through the car. Just a random playlist. And, you know, like once you get out of your car, you have your phone in your hand. And I Venmo paymented her. So, you know, I had my phone in my hand. And then when you've been listening to music, usually there's like a, you know, it's up on the screen and you just hit play and it'll start playing again. So I've got my phone in my hand and, you know, I've made the payment. I've got the flag. We're just kind of sitting there chatting for a few minutes. And I'm just moving my phone around in my hand. All of a sudden, music starts playing. Not the song that was on when I left the car. Do you know what song was playing? The national anthem. I'm picking up an American flag, discussing it, and I somehow hit the Whitney Houston version of the national anthem on my phone. Okay, I checked that playlist, nowhere near the playlist I was playing. Not only that, but it's not even the first song on that particular playlist. It's the second song. How crazy is that? That blew my mind. It literally blew my mind. Picking up a flag and accidentally the Star Spangled Banner starts playing on my phone. That's crazy. That's crazy. Have you had something like that happen? It's so weird. I think it's amazing now. I think it's totally amazing. I love that story. I love it. Love, love, love it. The question of the day, I had posted a little word search, and in it, you're supposed to look for, the first three words you see are what you want in life. And I think that the theory behind these are that what you're looking for jumps out at you first, right? You would think. So I don't know if these are always accurate or not. When I looked at this, the first words I saw was love. And I think a lot of people's first word was love because it's right there at the top. Love, freedom, and experience were the three words that I saw. Love, freedom, and experience. I really, really would have liked to have seen some money in there somewhere. Marianne did. She said, I was looking for health, but saw money first. Oh, well. Marcy saw love, experience, and popularity. Kelly saw love, lust, and money. Well, we know what's on Kelly's mind. And Michelle says money, intelligence, and freedom. And Dawn says love, beauty, and money. Yeah, a lot of people got money. I got no money. Intelligence there is at the bottom, too. That's pretty. Yeah, but I didn't even see popularity until Marcy pointed it out. Yeah, this is a little fun exercise for you to do. Just check out the group page, or excuse me, the Hopefulist page, and you will find the little word search there. I just posted it yesterday, so you shouldn't have to scroll down much at all in order to find it. So I do think that these words that I chose or found do suit me to a certain extent. We all want a little more love in our life, and I do experience a great amount of love between me and my husband, me and my friends, my neighbors, my family, my dog. Freedom. We all want freedom, right? And experience. Maybe that's what I'm looking for right now when it comes to trying to get this business off the ground. I need a little more experience. And you know how I get that? By doing. By doing, which leads us right into the topic of the day, knowing versus doing. We toss around the term common sense so often. Oh, of course I knew that. It's common sense. But just because we know it, does it mean we do it? Often the answer is no. We all know if we want to lose weight, we have to eat less or more healthy and work out. But how many of us actually do that? It's literally common sense. Yet weight loss eludes so many of us. It's not just about knowing, it's about actually doing. Speaking of which, I will give you a little update. I've been doing the intermittent fasting. I fell off for about 2 weeks. This is the reason why I try so hard not to go off my track. Because once I get off track, it's so hard for me to get back on. I was doing really good. I did really well the first month, all of January, and then my birthday hit. And I allowed myself 4 days. My birthday was a Thursday. I had guests coming that weekend, so I allowed myself Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Got back on track Monday, and Tuesday fell off again Wednesday, and then I'm like, all right, it's almost Thursday. Might as well it's bad. It's bad. Excuse me. So I doubled down, and I made my eating window much smaller. All this week, I've been doing just a 4 to 5 hour eating window, which means I'm fasting 19 to 20 hours a day. And I have to tell you, and they tell you not to do this, I have to tell you, the scale has not been my friend. Maybe I'm not eating enough. Maybe. I don't feel bad. I feel hungry. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I'm hungry. But, I'm getting used to it. And it's good to be able to feel a little more control over it. Knowing that just because my stomach is growling doesn't mean that I have to run to the fridge. Obviously, you should be eating when you're hungry. Once you have your set pattern down. But intermittent fasting is all about eating in your window. And the great thing about intermittent fasting is ideally you're supposed to be able to eat whatever you want. Now, I've been in a couple of groups now, and a lot of people, and I've been eating my healthy meals. I've been doing my avocado toast for my first meal, and then I've been having like my salad with chicken salad for my second meal, and that's really about it. It's really about it. So I really was expecting at least a couple of pounds to drop off this week, but no. Oh, no. I have stayed exactly the same, but that's okay. You know why? Because I know it will all catch up at some point. I know if I just keep doing what I'm doing, that it will all catch up at some point. And honestly, giving in and throwing in the towel and quitting, what is that going to get me? Certainly not going to get me to lose any weight. So I'm trying to hold out today to not eat until 2 p.m., which is going to be difficult. I have not gone that long yet without, taking like a nap or something. There's just a couple of times I'll go to take a nap around 11:30, 12, and then I don't wake up till about 2. And that makes it a little easier. Well, that makes it a lot easier. But I'm trying to hold out until 2 today because I'm going to expand my window today, I think, to 6 hours so that I can partake a little bit in weekend festivities. Made arrangements to potentially grab a drink with the neighbors. This way I can keep my window open until, if I do a 6-hour window, it means I can eat and drink until 8. And then I think I'm going to try the 6-hour windows over the weekend. And I have a feeling that since I'll be eating more than I did my typical just avocado toast and salad, I really just need to stay off the scale. I just can't seem to do it. But Monday, I am toying with the idea of doing my first 24-hour fast. And hopefully that will kick off a little bit of movement on the scale. My thought process is this. I'm going to stop eating and drinking. And that's the problem with this intermittent fasting. It's all about your insulin level and keeping it down and not spiking your insulin level so that your hunger and your metabolism starts to process. You can't have anything except for black coffee, black tea, and water. I've pretty much kicked my Crystal Light habit. I never drink Crystal Light anymore. And I had started that even before Christmas because my doctor was saying to consume less caffeine. So I tried to stop doing that. No soda, no diet soda, no sweeteners, nothing in your coffee. It's tough sometimes. It's tough. But I figure if I stop eating and drinking 6 p.m. on Sunday, I will not eat again until 6 p.m. on Monday. That is my plan, and we shall see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Technically not 24 hours straight being awake, so that will help. I really feel bad for my husband, though, because I got to tell you, I've been a little grouchy. But wish me luck. Wish me luck. Staying with it. Not quitting. Back to the topic. Just like I was talking about earlier this week with the state of my business, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, mostly, but I'm not. Knowing is not enough. You have to take action in whatever it is you want to change or better in your life. Massive action. There's nothing like taking a major step on your journey to kickstart your plan and then work off that momentum. It's so much easier to keep a plan going than to start one. That's why I'm not giving up on this intermittent fasting. Just not going to quit. It's going to keep trying. I know. This is easier said than done. You know what, though? Everything is easier said than done. Of course it is. Doing takes action. Doing means you are pushing yourself. Doing means you are getting things done that you said you would do. So let's just take the easier said than done phrase out of our vocabulary. We know that. It's a given. But saying it is basically an excuse. It's your way of saying, I know what I should be doing, but I'm not going to do it because it's hard. That's right, I'm calling you out. The use of that phrase is an excuse. When it comes to building our confidence, it's more than about what we know. It's all about what we do. Some of the things we need to be doing in order to truly feel confident includes all the things we talked about this week. Clarity, congruence, capability, connection, and common practice. The next time you are tempted to say, sure, that's common sense, ask yourself, but is it common practice? Do what you say and stick to it. We've all let ourselves down most of our lives. Now is the time to say, no more. From now on, we will keep the promises we make to ourselves. We will not only know what to do, but do it. Kick the negative self-talk and doubts to the curb. When you become disillusioned by thinking your past failures, tell yourself that you weren't ready then. Now you are. All those other times were practice to figure out what works and what doesn't. Now that you know better, you are going to do better. And don't expect perfection. There will be slip-ups in whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Just chalk it up and keep doing. Don't use it as yet another excuse to quit. You fall off the wagon, you get back on. When a toddler first starts to walk, they fall an average of 17 times an hour. But they never think to themselves, oh, I give up. I just won't walk. No, of course not. They keep trying and they keep going, just like you need to do. You can do this. I happen to know you can. So what are you going to tackle first? What is something you know that is common sense, but never put into common practice? Whatever it is, I know you will rock it because you can do hard things. It's Friday. Woo woo! Hope you have a fantastic weekend and be safe in whatever you do and be a big old badass. I'm cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Get off the excuse caboose. Toot toot!